Okay. All right. So, did anybody here ever drink barium? It's this thick metal clay liquid that you drink, and then they take X-rays of your while you're swallowing, because it started like 15 years ago, I guess. I started having food stick in my throat, and it's very uncomfortable. And then if I would drink water, that would build up on top of the food, and then you're kind of like, oh, because then you got to get rid of it somehow. And so, I wasn't able to swallow or throw up or anything, so it was just stuck there. And the problem began to get worse and worse. Sometimes 3 or 4 times in a meal that would happen. And so I went in to go see a doctor in Chico. He's a throat, ear, nose, and throat doctor, Dr. Heidecker. And he did some look tests. He looked in my throat. He did the visual with a flashlight and held my tongue down and stuff. He couldn't find anything. So the next thing was the barium. I got to go drink barium. It did taste like berries a little bit, though, surprisingly. And so they couldn't find anything there either. So the next thing was surgery. They wanted to do surgery on my throat to look in there. And so I was ready to do that when I started going to the business networking BNI meeting with Dr. J. And so since I didn't have full range of motion in my neck, I thought that I could benefit from getting an adjustment. So I went in and started to get adjustments, and my headaches went away, and my swallowing problem went away for the most part. And so when I got invited to eat here tonight, I was a little bit nervous because, I don't know, the pressure, you know, because it still worries me, like, is it going to happen again? And so this whole meal, I didn't have any problem, and I'm just so grateful for that. And what a surprise that the little neck adjustment made me be able to swallow. So, so now I go in for regular adjustments, and we've been switching it up, and we've been doing different sides, and we're getting it narrowed down to where it's happening way less and less. I did miss an appointment, and so it was like 3 or 4 weeks in between an appointment, and the problem came back a little bit again, and so did the depression. Like right when that happened, I started to get really like depressed, and then but I went in for my next appointment, and it just hasn't happened since. So we just try to keep up on it, and I'm really happy, and it amazes me that that neck adjustment can do that.
Wow.
And so I'm trying to tell people, but it's hard to make the connection. So that's why we're here, because we can all help each other, help a friend or something like that.